All right, we're live. And I can answer your question, James. In my email, I get Facebook things, and I saw where John was thanking people for their good, and that's all I could see. I figured good thoughts, prayers, and all that. So evidently, he's feeling better. But I did see that, and that's all I could look at was that because I can't go to Facebook. But there was word, and it was dated April 12th. So uh, there's what I've got on him. All right, the New York City subway shooting. The suspect is Frank James, I believe it is, has been picked up in East Village area in New York City. So that's good news. There was 29 either injured or not all of them were shot. Uh, the last I heard on the five in critical condition uh, were stable. So that's good news too. Uh, Again, today, I'm going to kind of get into something that I learned and why we're not learning anything from our media like MSNBC, CNN, even PBS NewsHour. There's a problem with that. Uh, for one thing, and I'm going to beat him first today, Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is gaslighting people. Mitch McConnell got over $1.24 million from people like Big Pharma, big corporations like Walmart. Uh, go down the list of the big corporations and fossil fuel, and he's receiving money from them, and that's the reason he is gaslighting the American people that it's Biden's fault. It's not Biden's fault. I keep telling people this over and over, and I wish some of you Republican voters would start listening. There's a reason why he's blaming it on Biden. Reason being is he receives money in donations from all those people. And that's the reason CNN, I'll just pick out CNN, they can't say anything. Who are their advertisers? Walmart, Big Pharma. They're all there. So they have been told don't go there. That's the reason you're seeing a 41-year high. Even on PBS, they're talking about that. But nobody seems to mention it except PBS, from what I was seeing, uh, that there seems to be a trend, and they do talk some economists. Economists are saying this is just a matter of corporations are blowing smoke up the public's ass about this because some of them, and I saw this on Fair and Balanced with Fair and Cousins, some of them have already admitted they raised the price because they could. Like on all your goods and your groceries, they're raising it because they can. Today, for example, I went to Hy-Vee because it's close by and the car can limp over there. So I went over there. They went from $2.99 for Hy-Vee chocolate milk. It's now a half gallon. It is now $3.19 a half gallon. So that's gone up in just 24 hours. I also wanted to mention the real price gouger is Walgreens over here. We walked up there with Prairie Farms the other day and we left the store. They wanted $5.27 for the same half gallon that was $2 or $3 and something at Hy-Vee, right across the street from them. And they're charging when I went to get it and they said 527. I said, ain't no way I'm gonna pay that kind of money for this. Now I told them what they could do with their chocolate milk. That price, damn. Uh, and I've got some information on in the first 2 years of the pandemic, the 10 richest billionaires in the world have doubled their fortunes, while 160 million people fell into poverty globally. Globally, baby, around the globe. Well, how is that if it's only Biden's fault? Give that a thought, Mitch, you son of a bitch. Uh, I don't plan on doing a long one here. I'll throw this in right now before I get to the rest of the rant here. I may have to change up from day to day depending on what's going on. It'll either be later or earlier. Uh, Tomorrow, for example, I've got my landlord is coming to sign the new lease and get a few things done, like leveling up that washing machine out there, and then we'll be able to try and see if it works better when it's level. It's sitting on one side, on the left-hand side, is going downhill. To raise it up, he's going to have to put some slats or something under it. It's an inch and a half, but there's a good reason for that. We had a back door originally that came in to where our bedroom is now. That was the original back door. So what they did is slope that room toward where the water would drain off of it, not back up at the house. So that explains why it's so unlevel back there. Oh, now let's get back to it. Mitch McConnell is blaming Biden for high prices. And like I said, corporations admit they're raising prices like Kroger and Johnson because they can. And there's a reason behind that. They pay, their CEO makes 350 times what the average employee makes. And they are buying back stock that raises the value of the stock, and their shareholders love it. So that's what they're doing, and they take it out on us. Shit. Now that's shitty. People have to eat and they know it, but they're going to raise the prices. People have to get gas and they know it, but they're going to raise the prices. And of course, McConnell has to blow smoke up everybody's ass in the Republican Party that this is because of Biden. You talk to economists, their story about the American Rescue Plan, that's bullshit. You stimulate an economy when people had money. Unfortunately, that also caused problem with supply and demand. When it came to people who were stuck at home, what they do? They got exercise machines, they got television sets because they knew they were to stay home. Some people even got quicker ways to cook their food because they were going to be there. All right, let's see what else I've got before I let y'all go for the day. And I'll talk about more about how I'm trying to time tomorrow. It'll probably be later than 4:30, simply because he usually gets here in the afternoon. In which case, I'll do it after. If we have a family meeting, I'll do it after then. If I can determine there's not one scheduled, I will do it earlier than after 7:30 or so. I'll start up as soon as I can get somebody to confirm that. And there are a few that have my email, so maybe I can hear that way. Or if you've got my number and you found out there won't be a family meeting tomorrow night, give me a call. Let me know. Man, it looks like I covered a good bit of it. And that 1.24 million, Mr. Sorry Ass here is blowing smoke up you Republicans' ass, blaming Biden. Have you forgotten? Donnie was going to issue a $1,400 check too, but then he lost the election. And of course, he was against it after he lost the election. And he has admitted he lost the election because of his love for Ung. He actually sat in an interview and admitted when he lost. He said it. Shit. You Republicans and you QAnon people, you need to pay attention. He's after you to get money out of your pockets, just like McConnell's lying about Biden to get money out of the big donors' pockets. All right, let's see if I've got anything else to touch on today. I did want to correct what I was saying about Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Grace had the town wrong. It was Biden that was visiting. And it turned out what she was hearing about was the first about the subway shooting in New York City. All right. I always want to straighten that out because I am one of our voices and I'm going to tell you the truth. If I find out something is not true that I've said, I'm going to correct it. I wouldn't feel right if I didn't. And that's important simply because we tell you the truth in the face of liars, baby. And so I covered that part of it. Let's see. And I covered a great deal on that. And Joe Manchin joins the Republicans on inflation. Wouldn't you know it? Joe Manchin. Why? Because he owns a waste coal company, for one thing. And another thing is look at the car he drives. Look at the yacht he has. He's got plenty of money. And a lot of that comes from these same corporation lobbyists paying him money. And you got a vested interest, don't you, Joe Manchin? And I've been wondering, and I'll ask this question. Why does he call himself a Democrat? He has no democratic values. He doesn't have a love for democracy. He leans toward autocracy. And he loves corporate greed. All right, I already remind you about his waste coal company, which I heard estimates it's worth over $1 million itself. And for the first time yesterday, Biden described the Russian invasion as genocide. Putin stated that peace talks are at a dead end. I mean, look at this. Putin is a war criminal, and he isn't looking to end this war. He's just trying to figure out a way that they are telling the Russian people they hadn't lost very many people. Where his own foreign minister said they had tremendous loss in this war. And unfortunately, most of Russia doesn't know how many troop members they're losing to the Ukrainian forces. All right. Looks like I got through with it for today, brothers and sisters. Uh, hello, John S. I'm glad to see you back. There's Mary Humphreys. Thank you for coming. Uh, and let me look up. And there's Martha Short. Hello, George Murray. Or Martha Smart. Uh, no telling what I said. Hello, Nancy. All right. I am so glad that on these later in the evening shows, so many people do show up, and that makes me feel a lot better. I sometimes feel a little bit down. It really bothers me. I miss all of you on Facebook, and I'm doing the best I can do to get through until I can figure out some way. I think I mentioned yesterday. I may be looking. I hadn't even come across a computer service that even wants to attempt to put me a new copy of Windows 10 on here. And this one is talking about already when I do the updates. I usually handle those, even though they're automatic. It'll let me know when there's an update. But they're saying get ready that I might find out that they're ready to let me have Windows 11, that they're getting it ready for people like me. Hello, Michael. All right. Hell, the gang's all here. I love it, baby. I love this family. Uh, let's see what we got going here. All right. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, James. I see. He died when he was 73. Yeah, I keep up with what age my dad would be. He was born in 1917, and he has a birthday, I think, 29th of July. So I always figure out how old he'd be, and it's always a day that I think about him. All right. I will see y'all later. We're going to settle in. I've already made my one trip out, two or actually about 4 blocks over, and got what I was going to do at Hy-Vee done. It is cold here and it is rainy. And they're even talking about a possibility in this northeast Missouri area that there may be rain to snow. I kid you not. This time of year, but that's northeast Missouri. That's the way it is. We had snow even later in this month because we signed the lease last year on the 14th of April, and as we were beginning to move in, we had a dusting outside that I got pictures of. All right, I'll let everybody go, and please share this somewhere on Facebook. I don't care whether it's just on your timeline. I always posted public on my timeline. That way, it was going down through the news feed, and also, shared it to my groups. I want everybody to cover my groups. You know what groups that is? Randy's Corner, Randy's Rant, the True Patriots group, and I'm also an administrator with Biden Harris 2021. So if you will, please get those out there. Any of you that belong to music groups that I'm a part of, and many of you are, please let them know that I'm still around. I just can't go to Facebook right now. All right. Love this family. We're going to get it done. Peace. Resist. Persist. And I insist. Stay after the truth. Truth will trump lies. And that's all he's going to do. And he's grifting money every way he can. So that Republican Party, you guys that are out there running, you better realize he ain't going to give you one damn red cent to run your campaign. And there are idiots out there like Dr. Oz. He doesn't even know how to run a campaign. All right, go down, like, share, and subscribe if you like what you're hearing here. Progressive, Democrat, then go ahead and subscribe. I don't care whether you're a Republican, a moderate, independent. In particular, independents are going to be the ones that make the decision in midterms, just like they do in the presidential elections. So help us out. Help this Blue Dot family. All right. Like, share, subscribe, share this shit. And we'll see y'all later on this evening. Bye-bye for now. In the after comments, of course. And let me know if you have any advice for me, ways that we can get it figured out. I may not put my information. Doesn't seem like it's doing anything. And as always, I get through. This is my job. This is what I do. And I'm going to keep doing it. And I make that promise to you. I make this promise to the Blue Dot family. I make the promise to the world. I'm going to keep opening this mouth until we take back our country from those that want autocracy. Peace. Resist, persist, and I insist we get this job done. It means democracy versus autocracy. Have a good one. See you later. Bye-bye for now. Share this shit, please.